Hey, Max here, and I got a hot topic to talk to you Star Wars fans about. And it's about our favorite topic, Kathleen Kennedy. It's another video about Kathleen Kennedy, because I was thinking about it today at work. And just to give you some behind the scenes, I've put together two videos. I did a 10-hour day at work, and it's midnight. But I'm going to film, and we're going to talk about this hot topic. So let's get going. First of all, I'm going to give the warning. This video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and a mad Max. And a tired Max. I'm a little tired. But I want to talk about it. I want to get your opinions on this. I want to talk about Kathleen Kennedy again. Now, I had a video recently that I think my opinion is that her future may hold Disney, first female Disney president, and that makes me sick. Okay. Is Kathleen Kennedy getting a free pass? That's what I want to talk about, because George Lucas did it, and he was the creator of Star Wars. I want to give a little comparison there. Let's really examine it. Now, I did recently make a video about there's a potential for her to become Disney's first female president. But I couldn't leave it at that. Now, I think we have a really uphill battle, and she is so connected that she will probably be rewarded for her failures instead of fired. Which I think she should be. I think she should be fired. But I think we should still try as much as possible and be loud as possible. Even if it doesn't do anything, we need to be as loud as possible and voice our concerns, because what's happening is not right and it's not fair to the fans. So, more likely nothing will happen, but let's give it a shot. Let's keep trying. That's what I was thinking about today. But I think as a group of fans that are upset with the way the Star Wars movie universe is going, that we should start our own campaign. Now, I totally think, like a lot of you out there, there is definitely an SJW agenda. But here's what the perspective of this video, and I want to get your opinions. I think, but the way the entertainment media works and the way the general public works, they only read the headlines and they believe headlines and writers. So they're only getting the headlines of this problem. They're not really looking at the details. They're just saying, oh, fans are racist and misogynists. So so one example, racist, misogynist in a Facebook group totally invalidates fans upset with Star Wars in the public eye. The masses love to take one example and generalize and make blanket statements about fans and say the fans don't like it and are trolls and racist. And of course, Disney is going to roll with that because they're in damage control mode. And I honestly don't think Kathy is stupid. She knows how to use this against the fan base and attack us. So I say, I believe it too, but let's stop giving them ammo. Okay? Think about that. So, here's what I am saying. The SJW agenda is real. It is ruining the franchise. But if we want any shot, and it is a long shot, we need to talk about her other failures and get that in the conversation. Because Disney's going to spin the SJW issue time and time again, and everyone is going to be so dismissive of the fan base if we keep bringing it up. It's a valid argument, but I'm just saying let's try to approach this another way. That's my opinion. Again, if we want any shot, and it is a long shot, we need to talk about her other failures. And there's a lot to talk about there. And keep talking about them. So we talk about the SJW agenda all the time. Let's talk about the other issues and be loud about those too. Let's get it in the conversation, because there's a lot there to discuss. We are never going to win the SJW issue in the public eye to have Kathleen Kennedy fired. Just face it. It's an issue, but if you bring it up, you're constantly going to get dismissed, and you're going to be, even if it's not true, you're going to be seen as a racist and a misogynist and a male chauvinist. So it's just the reality of the public view of this issue. All right, let me get my point here. So, my opinion is the only chance, and what a small chance it is that we as a community need to start making videos, hashtags, social media posts talking about her other failures as president of Lucasfilm. Because you know what? They have a media campaign against the fans, and that is not right. We have supported this franchise, and it would be nothing without the fans. In my family is a generational thing, and I'm sure with a lot of you viewers out there, of supporting Star Wars, and I'm done with that. We need to talk about how her job history, she was a producer, and this is, I'm going to get it on to some points now. This is one of her biggest failures. Getting new projects started, hiring talent, and maintaining relationships with directors. You want a thriving movie universe? You cannot burn so many bridges as Kathleen. She is more of a tyrant than anything else. It is very cliche, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But it's more like fool the fans 3 times. Lord and Miller, The Last Jedi, and Colin Trevorrow. We as Star Wars fans, are we still letting her fool us? I think her track record with talent so far is very telling. And she has she's had more than enough chances. She's had her chance. We're not making these statements without some perspective. We're 4 movies in, and it's a mess. Now let's talk about another issue that we should bring up every chance we get. Let's talk about customer service and fandom. And this is an epic fail. You want a healthy movie universe like Marvel and Kevin Feige? You have to treat the fans, the fandom with respect, including character, backstories, lore, and canon. She has proven she cares nothing about all of those books, merch, and history of and thrown canon out the window. Because the easiest thing to do, you know what would be more rewarding to all those fans who invest the time, money, and passion, is to throw in some Easter eggs in the new movie universe and treat it with respect. Not dismiss it. Maybe even had some adaptations in Star Wars stories that fans want to see, instead of lame origin stories with cosplay Han Nolo. Damaging characters. She just doesn't care or take it seriously. You have to kind of think of her real view of Star Wars is. My opinion is it's just an opportunity for her, and she is using the brand, the characters, and the fans to get what she wants. She doesn't care about Star Wars. She cares about her job, and that's it. And that's why it's failing. All these movie universes, the people in charge are just caring about their job. Oh, it's such a media thing. I'm a big fan. Everyone says that. I'm a big fan of money. That's what it is. And here's my last point where I think it is the most egregious. How can you start filming a supposed trilogy of films without a plan? What disrespect to everyone involved. She doesn't respect the fans, the creator George Lucas, the actors, or the talent. How in the world does she get away with having Episode 7, Episode 8, and Episode 9 productions all done simultaneously, all with different writers and directors? Now, they brought JJ back, but we are in this mess because you have 3 different writers planning productions and locations. Directors can be talented, but they have egos. Look at Rian Johnson versus Colin Trevorrow. They were probably behind the scenes butting heads because each of their egos wanted to film the Skywalker scene. I think Rian is such an egomaniac that he thought his scene for Luke was superior to Colin Trevorrow's, and vice versa. It shouldn't be a matter of pompous directors barking at each other, trying to be the alpha dog, or who gets what scenes with what characters, in the way the trilogy should go. How could you not see this conflict coming? And it got to this point because of Kathleen. No vision. It shouldn't have been up this much. Shouldn't have been up to the directors. They should have had a clear storyline, at least in place, for the Skywalkers, for the end of the Skywalker trilogy. The end of the Skywalker saga with 7, 8, and 9. They should have had a clear vision of at least those characters and filled in the rest. And they didn't. The only thing she was sure of was don't go with George's outline. What disrespect. I guess that's another reason. The disrespect to one of the people she owes her career. She is so reactionary to the public that she did not defend George in the prequels when she took her position and took over for Lucasfilm and Disney. She threw him on. The public threw him under the bus for those movies, and she was glad to drive the bus over him. I think in the interviews she was saying that George could be a consultant, but she shut him out. A true friend and colleague stands by you during the tough times. She didn't say what you will about Rian Johnson, but she threw him under the bus too. I think that shows a lot about her character. She doesn't have one. I honestly think she is also getting a pass for her failures, where the media in other situations would have pitchforks out. Look at George in the prequels. He created the franchise and the public said someone else should take over. DC Universe and Zack Snyder only had 3 movies, and the public, along with entertainment news, called for a sea change and to fire everyone. Kathy now is on her 4th movie since being president of Lucasfilm, and it's Han Solo. What a mistake. And no one in the media is not calling for her to be out. Only the fans are. That's the Disney difference. That's McDisney and Disney's influence on the entertainment industry. I say equal opportunity, equal culpability. You should be responsible for the way it's going. I don't care that you're a woman. You don't do your job. You should be fired just like anyone else that's put in a situation like this. Just like the DC, the people in charge of DC movie universe. There's a shakeup there. Universal monster movie universe. If it's not working, you should be held responsible, no matter who you are. So, I want all of you to comment, share this video, use social media, hash it out, and talk about these issues. Because there's plenty here to talk about besides the SJW agenda. And we all know how dismissive the public is when you bring that up. I really wanted to create a different approach with this video and would love to know your thoughts. We got an uphill battle no matter what. But let's try something different because everyone dismisses the fans when we do this, and there's a media campaign behind it, starting at the top with Kathleen Kennedy. And I do honestly think Kathleen Kennedy is getting a pass because she is well connected and her willingness to throw everyone under the bus. And that's not right. Even George didn't get a pass that she is receiving. And he was the creator of Star Wars. You could trash the prequels and say this man on the right ruined your childhood. But in 2018, you can't criticize Kathleen Kennedy. At least not in the entertainment news. But that's what YouTube's for. So, by the way, I'm with all the recent news, my solo boycott, I might do an update video for that. Even boycott episode 9 because of JJ. By the way, the boycott is in full effect, and I plan on doing the update. The way Hollywood and the press is. This is what I wanted to comment on too about the boycott. If opening weekend has bad numbers, it will certainly reach the press. And Disney can't spend that. So even though if there's viewers out there that want to see it, I encourage you all, if you want a better Star Wars movie universe, do not give Kathleen Kennedy a pass and make a statement with your wallet. Do not see it for the first 2 weeks. Maybe not at all, but definitely the first 2 weeks. And I think that is enough. Because first 2 weekend box office, it's going to make the news. The first bomb Star Wars movie. And it will be the first. Let me see. Do not give those a pass that don't care about us. Kathleen Kennedy doesn't care about the fans. She cares about what she wants out of it, and that's it. And tell me, too, do you think she is getting an easier ride and a pass than even George Lucas? In my thoughts, I think she is, and it's not right. I think anyone else that wasn't this well connected in Hollywood would already have the general public saying, you know what, she needs that this president of Lucasfilm right now needs replaced. But because it's her, she's getting a pass, and that's not right. So that's what I wanted to make this video about. I would appreciate any comments and your opinions. And here's where I'll get to the viewer comment. Kenneth83DK, thanks for your comment. And keep them coming. I'm trying to do more and more shout. That's honestly why I made this video a little bit later. I was looking through all your great comments, trying to find some for these episodes. If Disney can dump 30 years of Star Wars fandom and lore, then I can throw the new trilogy in the bin as well as dismiss it as non-canon. Great point. If they can just dismiss fans that have been supporting this for so long, then we should be able to dismiss what they're doing and just block it out and boycott it. Great comment. And this is where I say to you viewers, you don't have to follow me anywhere. All I would like from you is to join in the conversation and talk about a hot topic. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.